Hello, YouTube. Sorry, a sore heart here. Sorry for not bringing any more videos for a while. I've been having a lot of family drama slash school, so yeah, that's the reason I haven't been uploading. And my computer broke about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I had to go and get turned in the shop. It took them a while to go and get the whole thing debugged plus fixed. Next, I found out I had to go and buy a new computer, so I've been using a lot of my stuff off my phone. I just don't want to do any more deck profiles off there because it's very crap quality, but you're here for the deck profile, and it's for my current up-to-date Kantai before the next set comes out. So this is a post video, and this is actually the deck I used for the not past DM, but for the Houston Regionals on November 1st. I got 12th place, if I'm correct, or 10th. It was somewhere between there. So yeah, let's go and get down to that deck profile. I run for the Hatsukaze Global Assist. Her effect is whenever you would salvage during the battle phase, either you or your opponent, all their characters, the person salvaging, minuses 3 soul. And her first effect is the Global Assist to all Fleet Girls, which is the whole deck, so that part is relevant. She's your main assist. And the anti-salvage is really good. It pressures your opponent saying if they want plus hand, but they'll minus in damage for the turn. So it does have a lot of pressure on board. It does came in a lot of games where it was really good, but there's those matches. Like if they can play around her properly, then yeah, then they're doing good. But if they can't, then ugh. So yeah, run 4 of her. Next, I run 4 Clumsy Girl Inaduma. Her effect is when she's placed on stage, reveal the top card. If it's a Fleet Girl, do not rest her. But if it isn't, then she goes to rest. Her second ability is whenever she's sent to the waiting room by any means, I pay 1 and clock myself 1 and search my deck for a level 1 or lower Fleet Girl. She's mostly here for the setup for level 1 and help out generate your clock, or the early level 1 to beat your opponent to that. So you can play your Shimikazes and get the searches more consistently. She's a really great card. I do like opening up with her first turn, but she does have that downside if you reveal the climax or whatever, you're not going to attack with her. She's your only level 0 in hand, and that's bad. So the next set, I'm going to cut down just 1. And really, that's it. You're going to run like 1 less. So yeah. Next, I run 2 of the basic Brainstormers. Her effect is tap her and pay 1. Reveal the top 4 cards and send to the waiting room. For each climax revealed this way, you may perform the following action. Her effect, whenever you choose a card in your clock, any card in your clock, add to your hand, and actually put the top card of your deck into clock. So she's basically a clock swapper from the top of your deck. She's really good if you have a full clock, but you don't, she's okay. I have used her a couple times during the tournament, just go and grab out like much needed climaxes like the 2K one for Shimikaze, or just the gold bar if I didn't have it already in hand, and just use it for the push plays. Other than that, I just used her for the milling out the deck when my deck was decompressed. So yeah, she's a great card. We'll take her out. Yeah. Next, I run 2 of the generic Suicider. Her effect is whenever she's reversed by a level 0 or lower, you may reverse that unit. And her second ability is pay 2 Encore as well as pay 3. I have used the pay 2 Encore only twice, if I remember. Yeah, I only used her ever twice, and that was because I had like climaxes in stock. Early game, I couldn't pay them out for some reason. That's all I remember. So yeah, just 2 of her. And next I run for the dreaded Hibiki anti-heal card. Her first effect is, though, whenever she's reversed in battle, pay 1, and next you can change into this Vernity in your waiting room. Vernity's effect is while she's, next you clear memory. Next, while she's in memory, she gets plus 1k. Please note this 1k does not stack. And her other effect is while she's in memory, your opponent has to either you or your opponent would normally heal from their card effects. They'd either pay 2 extra stock, or they're taking top card of their deck as penalty damage. So if you have more than one of these in board as memory, the effect will stack. So let's say I have 2 of these in memory, they either have to pay 2 extra stock, 4 extra stock, plus the 2 they just paid to go and heal that 1 damage, or they're just not going to heal at all. And if they choose still to heal and they just don't pay the stock, then they're just going to take penalties or like normal. So yeah, just 4 of those, and that'll be 16 level 0s. Next, I run 4 of the Bernadette, which I just mentioned the effect. So yeah, just showing you the front. Next, I run 4 of the Shimikaze. Shimikaze, her effect is whenever she reverses a character in battle, and you have the 2K1 in the climax area, you may search your deck for any Fleet Girl in your deck. So she's there for mostly setting up for your level 3 plays, searching up for much needed like combo pieces, or anything you really need. She's the main utility of the deck, and maybe like one of the most expensive cards in the first Kantai set. So yeah. That's a good card. And next I run to the Ashigara, no, not Ashigara, Yahagi. I'm thinking Ashigara for a second. Yahagi's effect is she's a clock on core. She's a 1/1 on clock on core and has effect of rest 2 characters and plus 2.5 to her. Her effect is really good because you're never going to rest your back row in Kantai. So you just rest 2 characters, she'll be at 8.5 for the turn. And after that, plus roll assist, if you have 2 of them back, then she'll be at 9.5. So she can kill she can kill pretty much anything at level 1 to an extent. Unless they're playing Birdcage, but that's not too uncommon in my opinion, in my locals, but that's just me. So yeah, still a great card. Yeah, I only run 2. Next, I run to the Searchers, the 1/0 Searchers I8s. Her effect is when she's placed on stage, pay 1, discard 1, search your deck for any Elite Girl, and add to your hand. Her second ability is whenever she's sent to the waiting room by any means, pay 2, and change it into her level 2. Her level 2's effect is whenever you would attack with one of your other characters, she gets plus 1k, and her other effect is rest character, and plus 1k to her. And please note the second ability is an act. So yeah, she's a great card just for that reason, but you can also do the pay 2 just to help out pay out stock in case you hit too many climaxes the following turn. And the change is not half bad. I've used it a couple times. It does help out if you don't have that many big beaters, or then you don't have your Yahagis for some reason in hand. So yeah, she helps out. Okay, next I run 2 Ashigara 1.5 backups. Her effect is whenever you use her backup, she gets plus 1k to the battling Fleet Girl. So yeah, so she's essentially a 2.5, but she's 1.5 for some reason if you don't have a Fleet Girl, which your whole deck is, so she's essentially a 2.5. So yeah. And next I run just 3 of the compasses. The compass event is pay 1, middle top 3 cards. If there's no climaxes revealed, top 3, put this card back on top of your deck. And if you do, for some reason, hit a climax, you do negate the attack. You give your opponent's creature the ability of it may not deal battle damage for the rest of the turn. So if you have your opponent's using a burner, they can't use their burn effect because now they'll have the effect where they can't burn. So in the JP meta, if you actually did this with the Marika 3/2 Marika that would restand, you would only get off 1 of the burns if you did hit this correctly, and you won't be able to do a normal battle damage and everything else. So yeah, and that'll be 17 level 1s. Next I run one of the the 2/1 Kai. She's just a 1-up is not bad. If you don't like her in the deck, I recommend the 2.5 anti-change backup, which is pretty good in my opinion. I just didn't run her because I felt like there was a lot of stock issues in the deck. That's the only reason. You know, the deck is very cheap. So yeah, that's it for level 2s. Next, I run 4 the finishers of the deck. Akagi Kai. Her effect is when she's placed on stage, draw 2 and discard 1. Her second ability is whenever you start your battle, at the start of your battle phase, she makes you take out all your stock. You don't have any more stock, so you pay out all your stock immediately, even if you don't have any. All your characters will get plus 1,000 until the end of your opponent's turn. Yeah. And her third effect is whenever you have the gold bar in play, you will get the clock shoot ability. So yeah, if you have 3 or more of these on board, since the effect does stack, even if you have no stock, she'll be giving plus 3k, because 1 will give plus 1k to all of them, other ones will still trigger their 1ks, so essentially they all will be at 12.5 before Climax and before Global Assist. You consider 2 Global Assists. She'll be at 13.5 with the Climax. She'll be at 14.5 with Clock Shoot, which is really good. She would stay in the JP meta because of this effect, and she would have a choice of this, anti-heal or anti-salvage. Most people don't run this for the anti-salvage to the extent, depending on their locals. They mostly choose the anti-heal because how good that is with the new Akatsuki card. So yeah, 4 of the Kagis. And next I run 4 of the Musashis. I love this card to death, how it plays, because she's a 3-2, 11k base, and she can't have side attack, but that's not the main reason, because then at level 30 you just want to finish off your opponent. But her main reason I run her is because of the Punish Burn ability. For people who don't know what the Punish Burn is, whenever you would attack and her attack is cancelled, middle top card of your deck. If it's you get +1 level to that card. That's the damage you're dealing to them. So let's say I attack with her middle top card, and let's say it was a Musashi. You'll be doing +1 level to its original level, so it'll be 4 damage. Because remember what you do, you're going to be dealing 1 damage with the mill. So if I hit a 0, then it's going to be 1, a 2, a 3, a 1, it's going to be 2. So yeah, she's an amazing card because she fights into the deck and helps out mill out a little bit too. Her effect does backfire if you do hit a climax, but you're trying to finish off the game at that 1 because it'll still be pinging for 1 and few. So yeah, not a bad card. Maybe one of my favorite cards in this deck. Okay, and next for climaxes, I just run the 4 gold bars for the Kagikai Clock Shoot effect, and for the 2k1s for the Shimikaze. So yeah, that's it for my deck profile. I did go 5-2 with this deck. My first round loss was the guy who won the whole regionals, and my 6th round loss was to a weird toolbox Love Live deck. I do not know how it happened. I had triple, I think it was like triple Musashi on board. I attack, cancels, okay, mill top card for the first one, okay, milled 1, okay, second one attacked, okay, he didn't cancel this one, third one attacked, I hit for 5 for some reason because I hit 2k1 and canceled, okay, effect again, because each one gets their own, each one will have their own effect, so yeah, like a shot trigger, so yeah, middle top card again, okay, hit level 2 just to finish 1. Cancels. It was either that or he canceled on all attacks. No wait, he was the guy who actually canceled all of them first. Oops, never mind. Yeah, so yeah. And my other rounds were either really good where I got off my setup, or I think my second round was the one where I didn't have my setup for some reason. I still won because my anti-salvagers were out on the board, and he was playing a deck with 8 gates. So he was like, trigger gate. Okay. Not dealing damage with the turn. Trigger gate. You're at -6, you're -12 soul. Okay. Trigger gate. -18. Okay. Next turn, same thing. Okay, so yeah. Let me add for my deck profile. Sorry about that little ramble. It's just a little bit funny.